Gosh, it boggles my mind how many people we talk to near retirement that have investments but no financial plan. And I always want to ask, how do you know how to invest your money when you don't know when you'll need the money, how much risk you should be taking with the money, how much money you'll need, and then which accounts you should draw that money from first? Now, you may not need a giant 80-page financial plan, but at the very least, I think you need a resources plan. Let me show you an example from last week. It starts with building a spending model. For Leah and Logan, to get there, we reverse engineered their budget. This is what they're spending every month now, but at retirement, they won't have debt payments, they won't be making monthly savings, but they want to have $12,000 a year for travel. And so their initial retirement spending goal is this. Next, we adjust that for inflation. That looks like this. And then we adjust it again for how research shows how retirees typically spend, more in the early go-go years and less in the slow go and no-go phases. Then we go to step 2 to better understand their resources. We gathered the details about everything. RSPs, TFSAs, non-registered accounts, pensions. We recalculated how much CPP and OAS they would qualify for, and then we can start filling in the model. The goal is to find out how much spending is actually possible given these resources. And the answer usually falls into one of 3 categories. Sometimes it's a reality check and your spending goal just isn't possible. Sometimes there's a gap, but it can be fixed. In other words, you're close, and with just a few adjustments, we can get your plan on track. And some plans result in a gold star, meaning you're on track, and in fact, you could probably retire earlier. Leah and Logan, they showed up to our Zoom meeting convinced they were going to get a reality check. Leah even brought her beverage of choice to take the edge off. But it turned out they got the gold star. And we didn't even include the secondary property, which they'll likely sell down the road. If you feel in the dark or just uncertain about how on track you are, I recommend a resources plan like this. In fact, I don't even know how you can invest confidently without one. If this is something we can help with, feel free to reach out.